So, a little update on the unethical beekeeping practice. She's now moved up to a nice new location, and we're just gonna have a little peek and see how they're doing. She is a beautiful queen, and as you can see, pollen patty's been well eaten, frames are all full, so that's decent. What we really want to see is how she's battling on, because this was a pretty dire colony. Like, it was, you know, it was revived by foragers. That is pretty much what this was a small cluster of foragers that come to this box when I combined the method. This hive was dead, and as you can see by looking at it, very good with the amount of frame coverage. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frames with bees. Pollen patty on the top, which looks a little bit you know, poor and whatnot. That's a pollen patty. They'll well, they've been enjoying it, so I'll stick a nice fresh one on there for them again. And this crappy stuff can just go, because I don't like the look of what colour it is. Just looks a bit crap. But they're really gentle. As you see, I haven't even smoked them yet, right? And they're pretty much letting me do what I need to do by here. I got one by there that's got stuck with me, so sorry, little one. We do apologise. I hate that. I'm just gonna get her out of the glove. Nope, we didn't make it. Sometimes you can get them out without the stinger getting stuck, but that time I didn't. So I'm going to send them down and we'll have an assessment. One thing I haven't particularly liked on this hive was when I did decide to put them in there was the moisture content. So you can see on the lugs of the frame they're quite dark, and I don't particularly like that. The other thing is I've got slugs. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I've got slugs, and this has been something that I've noticed for a little while. I'm sure they're the tastiest slugs there are out there, so if there's any bees that want, any birds that want them, they can have them. I'm sure they'll taste very sweet. Maybe like chocolate of slugs. But there is a lot of slugs that I've had in here, and I don't like it. Do you guys ever get slugs in there? So we've got nothing on this frame yet. It is the June gap, so that is an interesting looking thing. Now, you want to take a guess what this bad boy is? You've guessed right. There's a wax moth. Time to die. So if there's wax moth in there, there's wax moth larvae. Hence what the damage on that frame was. That was probably likely to have been caused from when it was a dead out. So we should start to see some life on these frames. Completely empty. Another, look at that, ridden with wax moth. Absolutely ridden. Just walking along like nothing has happened. Die. You're not dying. I don't like that. That's a lot of wax moth. That's the most I've ever seen in a hive. Alright, another sign by here. Hunger has taken over. This frame that once had Chalkbrood are showing some bees that have suffered, so that to me suggests that they're starving. The June gap has really taken its hold, so everyone's gonna have to have a feed on the looks of it. Even these were full. Only last week they were full. That's insane. You know, absolutely insane. I should start to see brood in this one as well, especially given where we are in the season. There should be some brood in there. And a bit of nectar stores in there. There's a shine in there that you can see. I'm not seeing no eggs, so it suggests to me that they're running out on their stores. Put a pause on stuff. I should definitely see brood on this one. Probably even see the queen. No brood. Interesting. I don't see queen. There should be larvae on this though. I don't like shaking frames with larvae because what it is, but I'm gonna have to. Right, yeah, larvae there. Plenty of clustered of larvae just across there, as you can see, hopefully with the light shining on it. Don't really like to put light on them. Yeah, all different ages and eggs, so that's good. So she's more this side. Let's have a little look across here. Give him a bit of smoke because I have annoyed him a bit. This is a colony that doesn't normally cause any grief, so should see a nice pattern on this one, he says. Not particularly the best pattern either. So Unethical went from awesome to not so awesome. Unethical, you're throwing a swerve ball in me. And I haven't seen Queenie yet. She's got a nice lovely dot on her, so there should be no issues with that. I've seen eggs, so obviously that's good. Have I faced a swarm? Or something else? But I don't know. What are we looking at? Loads and loads of eggs in there. Stacks again, so they're obviously hatched, and as you can see, hopefully completely full. Eggs around. This is just a bit of a gap, that's all, in between the cycle. Not concerned by that. Eggs, 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 eggs. Stunning pattern across there. So that was just one of those telltale signs that you're looking at thinking, right, that's bad, but actually it wasn't bad. It looked bad, but it wasn't. So, still haven't seen our lovely yellow dot. She is a nice looking queen, so I would expect to see her. Got a nice brood pattern across there. Really nice brood pattern across there. There she is. Beautiful looking queen. Just running across the frame. Nice strong brood pattern, as you can see. Just spread that out by there. Get that torch on it because it's a dark set of frames. And eggs and larvae in every single one. No complaints. Really pleased with that. Not seeing no cells, so that's good. I'll pop her back right there. Could do with a super on this one just so I can put a feeder on there, so I'll have a look when I go back. So I'm going to have to come back up and bring some food up for him. Nice brood pattern on this one, stunning brood pattern on this one, and a potential cell. Another nice pattern on this one. So could be a play cup. Let's see if it's charged. Just a play. You don't have to knock them down, but I know it brings people satisfaction to knock it down. Nice looking brood pattern across there. A couple of open caps on there, so not worried about that. Few more open caps on this one. Got one bee being born by there. A couple of bees chewing through. These ones by here posing a little bit of concern. That's a bit Chalkbroody to me. When I say Chalkbrood, the reason why I say that is if you have a look, it almost looks like chalk inside. So it's just the rejections, but it's not all the way across. So I'm not concerned. They're not dark colour, they're dying out obviously, but not concerned. It happens when the numbers aren't big. That's something that does happen. Oh, it's strong. Starting to build that comb up quite nicely. Nothing laid in there yet. It feels quite heavy, but that's probably because I've just shaked them off into it. Cross by there. They've been hanging predominantly on this side on the looks of it. So another nice one across there. How much food have we got in there? Got a bit, not a mega amount. No shine to it though, so definitely gonna be coming back up with a nice set of sugar syrup in there, because that's Definitely not something I'm overly impressed with. I'll do this. Cross by there, got no dummy board. I said I'd stick another pollen patty on there, so I'll do that now. Slice. Slice. It'd be better if it was sharper and did a better slice. Just like that. Pop it on nicely for them. I'll move it actually just so that they can work it this side, because I want the crown board whole, which has one of the biggest slugs I've ever seen in my life on it. I mean, it is monstrous. Look at that. I bet once again, that's where all my honey's gone. That's all the nectar. Out you go. Out you go. And on that goes. So overall, yeah, not too bad. Slow progression. I would like to see better, but I would also like to put some food on there for her. So bring a super up in a moment, and a feeder, and I can get that sorted. Actually, I've got a spare super. Have I got a spare? No, but I will bring up a spare super and get that feeder on there. I have to do the same with the Sweeties on the looks of it as well. And there has to be a few bags of sugar made up now in a minute. So that's back on there. Stick that up there so the bees can have a little feed. And that's it. If you like that video, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. I can't remember what episode that is of the Unethical Beekeeping Practice, but it's one. Lovely.